about the painting Figuradelic number 5, Guddinneli. It's oil on canvas, 1 by 1, 20 centimeters. Early on, when I realized I wanted to learn the figurative language of painting, I very much loved anatomy. So for many years, like I can trace back how many times I've been painting the rib cage. I tried it in New York, I tried it in India, and finally I did it. I didn't just paint the rib cage. I painted a lot of different anatomical curiosities. And so actually this painting is about the woman. The woman, but it's also about the vagus nerve. Vagus means wandering. So we have a wandering nerve. It's the longest cranial nerve. I'm gonna nerd out a little bit for you guys. So if you don't like, if you don't like technical terms and like this, you can probably skip ahead. But so I'm gonna get a little bit into the terms here. So we can begin at the top. The vagus nerve starts at the medulla oblongata and at the brainstem. Then it branches out to the meningeal branch, the back of the head, the auricle branch, and that's a fun fact, like the closest to the nerve you can actually be in your ear. They say the most surface level of the vagus. And then you have, that's coming from the superior ganglion, which is in the base of the skull still, but then we go outside of the base and we have the inferior ganglion of the vagus nerve, and then it branches out to 5 different branches straight ahead. It's like it goes to another one, to the accessory nerve, then it goes to the the pharyngeal, which is going to the tongue and to the the swallowing and stuff, and then you have the laryngeal, the carotid artery, the cardio, and the and so it's already here starting to get complicated, as you can see. And then you go further on here. So this part of the neck is beautiful. I really love that part, and it's called the carotid sheath, the carotid sheath. And you have these beautiful arteries beside in the vein and the artery, the jugular and the common carotid artery, that one. So when we move down here, we can see that the vagus nerve actually, like, this is also a little bit funny thing about the vagus nerve. It goes through the aorta and has a branch called recurrent laryngeal branch nerve of the vagus, and it goes up again. And I really like this part. It's like a banyan tree, it grows up and down at the same time. And it goes up, and it actually lays up through the esophagus. We are looking at the left vagus nerve here, and it has a little bit different than the right one. But when we come, they are pretty symmetric until you come here to the laryngeal nerve. They start, doing different things, because also here we have 2 laryngeal nerves coming up here under this artery. The right one is coming out of this artery, so that's funny. And then you have I painted here so that it's between the esophagus and the trachea. So the trachea comes down here, but the vagus nerve keeps going, and it has branches off. It goes under the jugular vein. No, that's not the name of it. What's that vein called? Subclavian? subclavian vein, the subclavian vein, is it that? Yeah, I think so. Subclavian goes under the clavian from the heart, and then it goes into the cardioplexus, and it branches out a lot of places here around the heart, and it goes further down to the pulmonary, to the bronchitis, the pulmonary branch of to the lungs. So it goes to the lungs, to the heart, and then on the right side we still have it branching a lot here in the heart, but it also goes, and then they meet again, kind of. They meet in the heart, and they meet again here with the esophagus again, down here. So the left vagus goes in front, and the right goes behind, and they go through the the diaphragm here. Actually, it goes from the diaphragm here, but here the diaphragm begins. We see the rib cage here ending, and then you have the stomach, and it branches out a lot of places here in the stomach. The gastrio and the mesenteric and many hepatic and all these things. It's too much for just a paintress to wrap my brains around. It's been a lot, so I'm very happy. I managed to get the painting where I wanted it, because it made me a little bit crazy, because it's so many choices. It's so many choices. This painting is full of choices, and I love every one of them, but I had to feel them, and I have to embrace and justify why all the time. Oh, this looks better because that, and this is more important than that, and this is what I want to show here. Is you see, like I have the muscles here, the deltoid, the trapezius, and I have some muscles here, the gluteus minimus, medius, and maximus, and like where did I want the skeleton? I wanted this part here and here, and then what happened is like these vagus nerve branches the fuck out everywhere, and so what I did is like it's so funny because like women have such a harsh story of this. Medical attention. We have not been respected in the medical research area. So we know, and I asked even like people who are very knowledgeable about the vagus nerve, does it connect to the uterus? They're like, yes. Because I asked directly, where does the vagus nerve end? Does it? And she said, like, yeah, in the uterus. So, but if you go on the research, it's hardly any research on it, and it's just recently, like these latest years, this research is coming how it's connected. So we know it's connected, but it's not completely traced, and it's lacking science on it. Basically. So I wanted to leave it open here. I wanted to show that, also that part. We're in 2026, but we still didn't map how the uterus is connected with we know, there's some important nerves going to the I think T11 and T12 from the spine of the rib cage coming out here, the long nerves going to the ovaries. But we know it's connected